about 5 tips to make your new habits last for life. Is there a positive habit you want in your life you can't stick to for long? You may maintain that too, and then it falls apart. You decide to get up earlier or maybe go to bed earlier, study more hours, get in better shape, work on your side hustle before or after work. But keeping up impulsive resolutions and staying committed and consistent is not an easy task. So that's why I'm here today to help you with 5 tips to make your new habits last for life. Number 1, pick realistic habits. Number 2, progressive changes. Number 3, get a habit building buddy. Number 4, have a plan. And number 5, focus on the reward. But before I dive in, I'd like to introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Wendy Johnson. I'm a transformational life coach, and I help people overcome their challenges and live a life on purpose with more joy, peace of mind, and well-being. So back to the topic, 5 tips to make your new habit last for life. And I'm talking about a positive habit that you want to install, that you want to make last. Is there one that you're struggling with? And I want to give you some tips on how to make it last. Number 1, pick realistic habits. Choose a habit that's realistic rather than radical. It needs to be realistic with your time that you have, your energy, and the type of lifestyle you have. It has to make sense with whatever profession you're in or where you're living and what you're doing throughout your day. So many people pick unrealistic habits. An example would be, I'm never going to eat pizza again. And pizza is their favorite food. So that's unrealistic. Or a person who doesn't exercise wants to create a habit of working out 90 minutes a day, doing cardio. Well, if they're not doing cardio or they're doing minimal cardio, then that's an unrealistic goal. So there's 2 flaws there. The new habit, it won't last. And number 2, if you fail to keep up the new habit, you'll lose your momentum and you'll just see it as a failure and you'll never want to get back on track with that particular habit again. You'll tell yourself, I just can't do that. I tried it and it didn't work. And number 2, progressive change. Whenever you're making big dramatic changes, and say a habit is to get up at 5 a.m., but currently you're getting up at 8 a.m., that is a drastic change to get up 3 hours earlier. And the change that you want to make it over months and years rather than just over a few weeks. You want to incrementally reduce the time from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. You need to allow your body to adjust. It also depends on the amount of sleep you need, and if you're on time, waking up feeling well rested. There's so many other obstacles that are already setting you up for failure, depending on what your habit is that you're trying to create. And number 3, create a habit building buddy. I love that. It's always fun to do a new habit, especially with a friend or a family member, and to check in or to meet them. You can join a group. You could join a hiking club, running club, whatever it is. be with other like-minded people who are going to motivate and inspire you. And it's not work. This habit, this life-changing habit that you're creating, is you're looking forward to it, and it's not a struggle. Number 4, have a plan. You have to have a plan written down of what challenges and obstacles could come up. And you need to know what it actually is you're doing, how often you're going to do it, what happens if you're not able to do it. Do you have a backup plan? So always have a plan. Take the time to write one out, and always enlist a mentor if you need to. They could help you set up a goal-setting plan. Number 5, focus on the reward. A lot of times we focus on the feelings of, I don't feel like it, I'm too tired, or gosh, I don't feel like it, I don't have enough time. But you always have to keep the end in mind. You always have to go back to that why. And the why is bigger than the initial issue. So it doesn't matter if you're getting up 5 a.m. to go for a walk, but it's freezing cold out. You're not going to turn the alarm off and go back to sleep, because you're going to think about, well, what will I feel like when I do that walk? How will I feel? And so it's always the reward. It's not the feelings. So a lot of times you just have to do it and just get started. You could always shorten your habit. If it's too long, you're probably not going to do it. It's easier to say, I'm going to go for a walk around the block, than it is to say, I'm going to go walk that 5 miles again. So there you have it, the 5 tips to making your habits last for life. Number 1, pick realistic habits. Number 2, progressive change. Number 3, get a habit building buddy. Number 4, make a plan. And number 5, focus on the reward. And I hope that these help you. And if you're struggling with anything, please drop a comment. I would love to help you. And also, I'd love to hear, what new habit are you working on that you would like to have last for life? I would love to hear that also. And to further help you, I have a free guide, 10 principles to design a life you love. And you can also find that and grab your free copy in the comments below. I am so happy you're here and you're building positive, empowering habits that will support your goals and dreams. And here is to you and your success.